Welcome, travelers, to another installment of Atarik's Crew. It is I, the teller, and as always, I am here to tell you a tale. Thus far, our tale has followed the travels and travails of one of the units of Atarik's crew. After being assigned a seemingly simple delivery task, which has seen our heroes through the atrocious affections of malaise, the loss of local heroes, the reunion of rulers and couriers, as well as none too few explanations of exotic butters and beauty, the team evades two tales to return to their base successful. More recently, the same task force is in the midst of a crucial team-building exercise aboard the stalwart craft, the Passing Wind. Aboard the ship, they earn tokens of their accomplishments, last confronted with the earning of the coveted brown bead. And that, dear travelers, is where our story begins today. So without further ado, please, do travel on.
Like a proper D&D session, you come in as everyone's trying to figure out what XP they're at and level last minute before we actually start playing. Welcome to the Dicening Atarik's Crew on Front Chill. I am Tony. I go by Hatter on all the internets. I'd like to give a special shout out to Yev, who we'll talk to in a second, Nomad, Doomsayer, and all you cool cats who are helping make this happen. And the person gesticulating next to me, who I'm surprised to find in my house. What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing?
I live here.
It's a mood.
You should get used to it.
Wow.
I'm JC. You can call me JC. You can find me as JC.
Yeah, we mentioned you earlier. What's your deal?
My name is Yev. You can find me at YevP pretty much anywhere. I'll be playing Rayldur today.
Cool. And then circling around the squares, you who is incredibly pinked.
I'm Lynn. I'm Sailor Trash Face and Legs McCoy on basically everything. I'm playing Polly. That's it.
And you in the black and green.
Well, that's me. I'm Miss Lisa. You can find me as That's Miss Lisa on the Instagram. And I play Klesh, who is just happy to be here.
And not lastly, but maybe leastly in the brains department, as far as characters go. We all know Hazel's dump stat is int. You who is...
Wisdom's even dumpstier.
Oh, wow. Well, since we know who we're talking about, who are you, my dear?
I am Elisa. I'm Miss Elisa Face on all the things, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And I play Hazel, Harry Weather. Yeah.
Excellent. So, for those of you who may have listened to the recap already, you know that we're on a ship and there's some things going on. There are some ominous buckets.
Where have I been?
But we're going to get to that in a moment. Because sometimes, on a magical 2 full moon month, in the most wonderful time of the year, my favorite holiday season, Hallows Eve, the DM remembers things. So, or wrote them down.
Surely not.
Yeah, no. Well, don't expect it to happen with names. So I'm going to mess those up.
Surely you jest.
Bet your bottom dollar.
No, don't call me Shirley.
That's, I mean, if you pay me enough. So, Karvis.
Yes.
You slept in really late.
Oh no.
And you're going to miss Pancake Day.
No, not Pancake Day.
And you scramble to try and get from your pile of trash across the room to the ladder that goes out the top of your little apartment. And it startles Bane. Poor sweet Bane.
Bane!
And he ricochets around the room because he also knows that today is Pancake Day.
Bane!
And
we're late!
Knocks
Bane!
you into the summoning circle that brought you to this universe so many months ago.
Oh gosh.
While you curse and cuss, but little do you know that somehow activates it because DM magic.
I would like to know that Karvis' cursing consists of dag nabbit and oh my word.
What it's all about in 10 kids. Even if you don't say the word, we know what you mean.
So cool.
And suddenly, you and poor Bane are zapped into an empty, dark space. And as you float there through the ether, Bane, in his glorious groomedness, with his flower garland, his eyes glow with an ethereal light, and he goes, Karvis! Karvis!
What? What is that?
A great challenge shall soon be upon us.
Hey, is that you?
Yes, I am the best of boys.
Okay.
You must complete 3 tasks before we go to our next place.
Okay.
You must endure.
I am currently enduring a lot right now, thank you.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
What do I do for that?
You roll a d20.
It's been that long.
And then you
Wow.
go Constitution.
Look, I don't play this type of game a lot. Okay, I play a lot of vampire.
Yeah, she's not rolling more than 5 dice. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
So
Just one.
Sometimes.
Keep it simple.
this is my saving throw.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
whatever you just rolled,
I got a 6.
plus what you got there.
That's a 0.
Okay, so that's a 6. You sort of like, your eyes roll back in your head and you black out for a little bit, and then you wake up to this damp, wet, like sandpapery. Bane is trying to wake you up. Karvis, you must try again.
Okay.
So roll again.
I love Bane's voice. It makes me happy.
He's like Marvin the Martian.
I got 12.
So that's 12. You start to fade out as you just like try and flex all of your. You don't know what this means.
Like, help!
And
Help!
you hear the. It's okay, Karvis. Oof.
Ah!
He goes, now you must show your dexterity. Because the DM can't come up with something clever for this one. So roll dex.
Roll dex. Okay.
Dodge a wrench.
Oh, right.
Although, like, dex might have helped. Oh, yeah, no, you did the spread, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. What'd you get?
15!
Cool. You do some yoga, freeform, and you're like, downward Bane. And he's like, very good, nice form.
Thank you.
Now, what is something you fear, Karvis?
It's actually. Am I just supposed to make up something?
You just make something.
I just make something up for this?
What you got? What you got in character?
I don't know. Be the character.
What you got for the character?
Be the tiefling.
Right? I was like,
Soap.
burning the biscuits.
That is acceptable.
She works in a bakery. She's terrified of burning the biscuits.
And as you sort of like as you embody the shrug emoji, you find in your hands a little leather disc with a leather strand coming off of it, and 3 beads.
And 3 beads.
And around you hear the echoes of your teammates. One of them says how they're afraid of their mother. One of them says how they're afraid of. Remind me here, Rayldur, what was yours?
Enclosed spaces.
Yeah.
Raildur's scared of tight spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Hazel, what was Hazel scared of?
Family expectations.
Him and Polly bonded a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Klesh, and your fear was?
The absolute unknown.
As you hear their voices echo in your head, you see these things materialize in your hands and feel that you are growing in a bond with these team members.
Okay.
Soon, Karvis, soon. Prepare. I will be at your side. Worry not.
Thank you. Are we getting pancakes now?
There are no pancakes where we're going, Karvis. Steel yourself.
Where we're going, we don't need pancakes.
That is not the energy, but yeah.
I forgot to ask you, make sure that the sound was recording on this.
Oh no, yeah, the lines are flicking. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, we got this.
Okay.
One day we'll get it all right, and then we'll have to quit. So, meanwhile, back on the ship, this the small cache of buckets confronts the players, but we're going to get back to that because, like all D&D games, there's some fiddly bits that were discussed previously that I would need to address. Now, some of you uninspired individuals were like, what about the pay, though? So now we're going to get it. Okay, so y'all get a monthly stipend, roughly 60 gold per month. It scales slightly because of rank, but from the same rules that dictate this, your lifestyle expenses run about 30 plus gold for a monthly or better, or for a modest lifestyle or better. Now here's where we get into the fun part. The last task you completed rewarded the group 200 gold gross to cover costs of lodging and board. Commonly, the squad leader distributes funds, first accounting for costs incurred, then with the net result, splits it into a number of the squad plus one. Leader gets 1 1/2 share, with the extra half share being distributed as the leader sees fit, such as to a squad member who performed admirably, or to pay for a squad meal to celebrate a successful job.
Well, Rayldur, you're the squad leader. You get to do the math.
Congratulations, Rayldur.
Yeah. So what were the expenses incurred the last time we were out of Gravisport?
Well, most places that we went to actually treated us kindly and did not charge us for room and board because we helped them with things.
So we got 200 gold. And there are, what, 5 of us? So 200 divided by 6 is 33. So everyone will get 33 gold?
Does that sound right, Tony?
Sure.
You
And
should notes to him.
I will.
I will get... No, that's not right.
Because you get a share and a half.
So this is like the unofficial how it's typically done in the crew. It is not necessarily how each squad does it. You know, you may set a different precedent if you wish.
Okay, hold please. Great. Everyone gets 30 gold.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I get more. This is great. I like
Wow.
this.
So, now that you all have gold, or at least some more gold, you are confronted with these mops and buckets, and the prospect of what a brown bead plus these tools of janitorial conquest may mean in conjunction with each other. No, Danbot, this is not a one-shot. This is an ongoing campaign. This is the 5th session.
All right, keep going.
They're recaps. You can listen to them later. I post them on YouTube sometimes. You notice, you all sort of hear a thunder crack as the, you can't see my arm in frame. Okay, cool. All right.
Scoot over.
As the, I am scooted over, but you're weird. I don't want to be this close. As a cloud front comes up over in the distance, and there's a weird smell of sulfur, and you hear moaning and wailing distantly. Just a, oh, it's like that. Oh.
That's how Karvis responds.
And a part of the deck where you're all standing starts to morph and shift like mud or wood. Like,
are you giving
like
me shit monsters?
We'll get there. And it begins to a fire of what's your color? Like, is it green or red? Or?
I'm reddish.
Yeah,
like reddish.
A cartoonishly red flame erupts around where this shifting is happening, and you see faces and hands and limbs trying to reach through the plank of the wood, but it's malleable, like like when someone shoves their hand through like one of those sheets. It's gross,
Yeah.
right? And a pentagram burns itself into the deck with the wailing and gnashing, and the storm front has come over even more. Let's see here. Right.
Klesh is not happy to be here and is rather uncomfortable at the moment.
It gets worse, Klesh. Suddenly, your body is rocked with intense pain.
Oh no!
Arms, neck, spine, a racking headache. Make a con save, please.
Oh no.
It's happening! Oh.
Anyone else, just feel free to make a perception check.
Oh,
I
what
mean,
now?
I'll do it, but Polly's kind of dumb, so.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
you asked
oh,
others
cool.
to make some kind of check?
Perception.
12.
18. Even with my negative modifier, I rolled really good.
Oh, baby.
So, Klesh, you do not lose consciousness.
Oh, great! Thanks.
Well, good job. You didn't fail to save. And everyone looks on in horror at this summoning circle that appears on the deck, along with Klesh dropping to the deck like a sack of potatoes. And you're all horrified as Klesh's limbs begin to elongate, like a praying mantis trying to break out of an ant. It's just horrific. The screams are probably horrible, along with the moans and wailing. Rayldur, what did you get with that perception check?
8.
Okay, so Hazel, surprisingly, is the only one who notices underneath all of the wailing a bass note of barking, and you recognize that's Bane. That's Bane's barking. It's not a distressed barking. It's like it's like when he reports and barks with other dogs across the neighborhood.
Wait, is Bane on the ship? I thought they didn't make it.
And suddenly, with Klesh writhing on the deck, the storm front screaming into existence, the ocean rocking. Wow, there's a lot going on. Karvis, you and Bane are shot through a film of brown goo up into the open air, and you're suddenly on the deck of a ship.
Am I covered in brown goo?
A little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're afraid it might give you splinters?
Oh.
And you see poor Klesh there on the deck,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like squirming and
I recognize
shaking.
it. I recognize it as Klesh.
Well, it should be Klesh, but there's much more of it now.
Okay. Ah! Hi! Hi! What's happening? What's happening? Is something Klesh? Klesh, are you okay? Klesh?
Wailing, agonized, piercing screams.
Oh,
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I don't know. I have beads.
What is
And I'm here.
happening? Everything happens so much.
What's happening?
Does anyone need me to heal them?
So anyone who wishes, make a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Except for Klesh, you're kind of distracted.
Medicine check.
Actually, Cole, you can make it as well, and I'm not gonna make you do it at disadvantage because you would usually have an advantage on this.
21.
So 6 minus 1, 5.
21.
10.
Good job, Hazel. Klesh is not dying, but maybe they want to.
Oh God, are you okay?
Anyone else get marginally better than Hazel?
I mean,
Sure.
I got a 10.
Uh,
That's marginally better than Hazel.
yeah, Polly, you're pretty sure they're in pain, and they don't like it, but they're more like nothing obvious is causing the pain. The pain is from inside the house.
Okay, I guess I just stand over them, kind of doing the worried little, oh no.
Klesh, did you care to roll or?
I did not.
Okay. So Karvis,
Mm-hmm.
with a 21,
Yes.
you oddly have some insight into Verdan,
Mhm.
which actually occur in the Forgotten Realms as well.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the name of the continent or world was. And you know that at a certain point in their lifetime, much like many other creatures' puberty, they go through a horrendous growth spurt that may take anywhere from several seconds to a couple years.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Horrifying.
A couple
Yeah.
years?
yeah.
Well, obviously this is one of the more drastic, shorter-term ones, so it might be over sooner than a couple of years.
Okay. Okay. Klesh is going to puberty.
What?
He's going to puberty. He's becoming a full Klesh.
Wow.
They're becoming a full Klesh. They should be hopefully okay soon.
Should
That's
we
what their race does.
move them to like a bed or something?
It looks
Yes.
so bad.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone
Maybe
make
get a
throws.
Dexterity saving throw?
water ball,
What are
dexterity.
you doing?
Clash, you're at disadvantage.
Dexterity?
Yes.
Okay.
So is it just dex?
Ah,
Or is there something else for saving throw?
16.
that is a 9 for Hazel.
Oh,
18.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Rayldur.
Yes.
Sorry, 14.
Okay. So, 12s and under, you are knocked prone as the deck drops underneath you, and you see that you are in some deep swells. This bucket, which is pretty much what it is as far as a boat goes, is just riding those troughs real hard. Those of you who got higher, you keep your feet. Good sea legs. Well done.
Thanks.
yay.
I'm already on the ground, so
Yeah, so that helps.
Klesh, do you need to take the day or whatever?
you're answered with more agonized screams and wails.
Okay, maybe go to bed.
Yeah, should we move them? I think they might need some help. Also, I think I might need some. Oh, no, I got
Are
it.
you sure you need help? I can help you.
I think I'm good. But we should probably help. Clash,
I mean, should we move them?
I don't. Do I know whether or not we should?
It all looks so violent.
You're not 100% sure. That roll gave you the information that it was going to give you because, really none of you know a lot about them. You just rolled real well, so I was like, nah, I'll give you that one. So there's also panic going on the deck, aside from your own,
Oh, really?
because this is not a storm they were prepared for at all.
Oh, God.
Sure.
And some of you notice that you're about to crest another trough for the down drop when another bump knocks the deck up towards you. And you hear the captain, Bink, I'm going to name him, Benny, Captain Benny Bobberdip.
Benny Bobberdip.
Yeah, you weren't here for that. It's a good one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you didn't meet the other crew either. We'll
No,
get to there.
Yeah.
He goes, we're under attack. And he starts screaming into the horn at his control panel station where the helm would be. Batten down the hatches, battle stations, squall plus combat, right? And you see the rest of the crew go, Brown bead later, go, 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 as Bertha, Sly, Tenor, and Bonk sort of scramble to their different places. Yeah.
Do we have a battle station?
Birth.
No, we're visitors.
I guess get your
Oh.
You're the reserve Marines.
swords out, you guys?
Swords out.
Just gonna stand there cradling my rifle and looking very
Shield
uncomfortable.
up. Sword out.
Karvis just puts her hands up in a ready stance, okay.
Should we stand around Klesh? So they aren't
I think we should move Klesh below deck where they could be safe.
Yeah, I can help with that.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, lift.
Huh.
Bane provides moral support.
Okay. We lift her screaming carcass over our heads.
Perception checks all around.
Lord.
Klesh at a disadvantage if they so wish. We're a little
14.
10.
I just rolled a 1.
nice.
I guess I have to keep it.
You bite your lip. You take 2 damage.
Where's my perception? Oh, there it is. 8.
Okay.
I perceive not.
Klesh almost headbutts you.
Oh.
I got a 14 out of Polly.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Rayldur, yeah, it sure is stormy out here, and that bump a minute ago sure wasn't from one of the waves.
Get the sword out.
Hazel, my beautiful himbo, what did you get?
An 8
Oh,
for
sick.
perception.
Limbo.
Or 9, but -1, so an 8.
Klesh also tries to headbutt you, not intentionally, but you managed to definitely dodge. Polly, with a 14, your keen, awesome your eyes. your
Pronunciation.
your crack eyesight, as we know it's so good, manages to spot a huge dome-like shape in the water coming towards the ship. From as you guys are going down the downswell of a large wave, you see it gaining speed through the wave towards you.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I point at it and I yell that something's coming at the boat real quick.
Anyone who looks over at Polly's gesturing can make a knowledge nature check.
Including Polly.
Sure.
I doubt she'll get anything good, but
I'm going to try and do this and see it while I'm holding Klesh.
no, that's an 8.
5.
Oh, you beautiful dummy, Hazel.
That many, Hazel?
5.
That sure is water.
19.
Good job.
I heard a 19. Anyone else above 10? Sweet. So, Rayldur, you're like, that's not a dragon turtle. That's not a dragon turtle. It can't be a dragon turtle. That's ridiculous. No, it's not. It's no, because that would be bad. That would be very bad.
I tell everyone that it is not a dragon turtle.
Why would you say that in that particular way?
Well, it's because that would be bad. That would be very bad.
Yes, it would.
Bad.
It'd be very bad.
That's what I said.
So as you have this moment together, trying to scramble towards the portal below deck, the captain has been nearby, shouting commands. A couple other gnomes, halflings. I forget what I put on this stupid ship.
Gnomes.
Thank you,
Lots of
gnomes.
gnomes.
Yes.
Lots of gnomes.
They're
Yes,
colorful.
And a tiefling.
ideal.
A hot tiefling.
He's very flirty.
Sly,
A confusing tiefling.
his last name is Divine. Anyway.
Yeah, Sly Divine.
So, yeah, the captain overhears this and goes, "Oh, biscuits!" No, as he looks up and also realizes that that's what's going on, and he screams, "Why, Delia?" And he looks around and no one seems to answer, and he runs over the little pipe and he goes, "Why, Delia? On deck now!" And as the rest of you sort of rock and roll and scramble to actually get to the door, a flamboyant gnome lass comes bolting up onto the steps, and goes, "Ha! Ha! ah, and sort of like runs over to the captain who's next to where you all started your journey. And he goes, shrink it, fix it, something. And she goes, okay, I got this. And she starts casting. And if anyone wishes to make an Arcana check, please feel free.
Sure, I mean, it won't do me any good, but I'll try.
I assume you have disadvantage.
I got a crit.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is 17.
21.
Nice.
2.
I rolled two.
Not having a
Okay,
very good
Karvis, you're distracted.
I'm too busy with Klesh, so I'm not.
So 15 plus, you realize that, she's going to cast a shrink spell, a reduce spell at the form. It's going to be awesome. However,
nice.
Rayldur, with your crit, you realize that she's standing partially in the scorched pentagram where Karvis showed up from.
Mm.
And that would be just as bad as that being a dragon turtle. And she finishes her spell.
Oh. Mm.
And you all feel that weird crackle when the air is too dry and everything's got a nice little zappy to it.
Yeah.
And suddenly you all get really queasy as you all feel something has changed. The waves seem much larger. Ideally, a full to the deck. And the captain goes, "Oh no!" And it's even higher pitch now. It's kind of it's like I can't. It'll hurt if I were to do it. And you see as the dragon turtle comes out of the wave, even larger than before, maw wide, and consumes the boat whole.
oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It is now very dark and smells bad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Am I not arriving yet?
Yeah, you're coming out of it. You feel like you just ran a marathon. Like everything is in pain, sweat.
Did we ever get a
Breath.
below deck?
No,
Oh, okay.
you're
No.
there at the door, and it's you might notice that Klesh has stopped flicking, but you're very distracted by the fact that you've just been swallowed.
Klesh is now dead weight, covered in shredded clothes, sweating profusely, and now double the size they once were. So they now stand a grand total of 6 feet 5 inches.
It's got that
Whoa!
high water thing with the
But we just got you such a sweet little outfit.
got the midriff thing going, right? It's pretty horrendous.
Got matching outfits.
Um,
It's sweet.
heavily panting, "I'm sorry. Get new ones."
Roll initiative.
No.
Oh,
Wait. Initiative. Just roll me d20.
Yep. And then we don't have a dex or other things, so whatever that roll is the roll is. Hazel has a 5.
22.
Your last initiative was also 5. Thank you for inconsistent.
Babe.
His roll's so bad.
What was Polly's?
22.
22. All right. Sorry, Klesh. What was yours?
9.
9.
This is my favorite number.
Oh, well, there you go. Hazel, Klesh, Polly.
Rayldur is going out 4.
Raylder's a 4. That's right. We love our tanks to go last.
They're closers.
Karvus.
13.
Yay, casters up front are the best. Okay.
Man. I'm not happy about this.
All right.
Can I re-roll for a lower score?
Nope. All right. Let's see here.
You can hold your action.
Yeah, you can. You
Yeah,
can
that's true.
absolutely hold your action.
True.
Okay. And the reason we're rolling initiative is because the mostly water of this place you find yourself in is roiling with creatures that come splashing over the deck, including
Oh, I hate that.
a mass of quippers, which are the D&D equivalent of piranhas.
Piranha.
So
They come onto the deck.
they wash over the deck along with some of the water as you're still rocking and rolling. So
Piranha.
do they have an initiative? No. Say, oh well, +3 from that. Okay, cool. So, all right. There's I love having a joke gallery in the chat. This is great. Okay. Wow.
There's so many noises.
All right.
It's a cacophony.
All right. 13, 4, 5. Oh, so good. All right. 9.
Get it together, sir.
Hey. You know, I have it more together tonight than typical, so that's probably why things are going so poorly. All right. Cool. Damn it, Danbot. Where's my pizza? Where's the meat, Dan?
Stop talking to Dan.
Sorry. Okay. Cool. So, Polly, you are caught unawares as a not a full school, but definitely a classroom of these fish come flapping across the deck towards you.
Ew.
How would you like to react?
Well, if they're basically piranhas, I assume they want to kill us, so I guess I gotta shoot them.
All right.
So I guess I'm gonna shoot them.
Load up and fire away.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes. What's that damage?
That's 9 points of damage.
All right.
I think I only get one attack at this level. I don't think I get a second one yet.
There's a thing that happens. We'll see. We'll see if we get there. All right. Right. No other. Or that was your only attack, right, Paul?
Yeah, and I don't think I have any bonus actions that are really worth a damn. So.
Okay. So next, as you are all wonderfully piled up into one square, trying to help Klesh, a field trip of these quippers wash over you, and oh no.
Don't say oh no.
Yeah, well.
Don't say oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No Kool-Aid man.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. Okay. So let's do it this way. Yeah. All right. So you are suddenly in one of those bins at the fish market, and they're just flapping and slapping and chomping and flomping, right? And all of you take 3 damage.
What?
Well, if one of you wants to take 18 damage and the rest of you are fine, we can do that.
Rude.
I mean, I figured that the 3 across was fair because it crit.
I got fish left.
So that was them. Karvus.
Frick. They're just flapping all over the boat.
Oh yeah.
This is not.
Yeah, it's It's a pesky situation.
You're fired. I don't.
That was horrible.
I know.
I don't want to do anything because everything will like hurt everyone else.
Well, you can shoot out away from the rest of the crew and still hit a pretty good swath of these things, so that's fine. She shot her shotgun, so if I was playing by that rule, then you all would have had to make saves.
So rude.
I didn't make you make the saves though.
I'm
gonna hold my action for right now. Karvis is just gonna be like, there's so many of them.
Light them on fire or something.
What?
Don't just stand there.
Do
something.
Poor Bane.
Poor Bane is trying his best to catch one in his mouth. He looks like the dumbest grizzly at the top of a waterfall. Just like,
Oh, my best's real cute, though.
And like they're flapping right into his mouth, but he can't chomp at the right time. It's pathetic.
Poor Bane.
It's sad.
He's still a very good boy.
Klesh, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use an action to draw my rapier. And then I'm going to attack with said rapier a nearby fish.
Stab at the swarm of fish.
Yes.
From Dragon Turtle's mouth, I stab at thee.
23 to hit.
Absolutely roll damage.
Yay! That's 8 damage, but I'm going to use my Battle Master Student of War, and I'm going to use Rally and spend a superiority dice.
That sounds metal.
Rally. On my turn, I use a bonus action to expend 1 superiority dice to bolster the resolve of your allies.
Ooh.
Choose people who can see and hear you, and they gain temporary hit points equal to my character mod. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you get 13 temporary hit points if you can see and hear me.
Can we all see and hear them?
Hell yeah.
So what do we get?
13 temp HP.
Woo!
Combat mastery.
You are you see the incredibly green midriff and think, we need to make it through this. Hazel, you're up.
All right. So you said it was very dark in here.
Well, you say that because it was. But while this has all gone on, it got like darker and darker, and then suddenly, as if someone built this ship out of my new PC, there are lights lining the entire edge of the ship. Somewhere, some mechanism was flicked, and the light the ship has running lights. It's pretty rad.
Nice.
Phosphorescence.
All right. That means I don't have to do what I was going to do because I was like, I am but a simple human and I cannot see in the dark.
Yes, this is a game of great ship.
Nice. All right. Instead, I'm going to take my longsword and take a swing at one of these fish that slapped us.
Get him back in kind.
Get him back. And humiliated Bane at that.
We're pretty low in the initiative order if you want to jump back in after Hazel.
All right,
well, tell me when.
Just normal initiative order is fine.
Oh, so you're just going to wait till the next initiative?
Yeah.
All right, let me put you back
I'm
in.
still figuring this out.
All right, that's fine.
So I'm guessing a 7 doesn't hit.
Baby.
You and Bane are a couple, just in there. Just like you're just doing drills at this point, and you're getting that workout. You got to keep that core strong and work on them arms. It's arm day for Hazel. Rayldur, you're up.
Is there a fish near me?
Oh yes.
Well, I'd like to hit it. I'll get out my Yickelwa and stab at it. There's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Well, I will hit the fish for 11 damage.
You will indeed. You skewer a fish or two.
Cool. That's it.
Polly, we're back at the top of the order. There seems to be less fish now.
I mean, I have one skill, so I guess I shoot them again.
Hell yeah.
I have one skill, it is gun.
Cast bullet repeatedly.
I cast gun.
Bang.
11 probably doesn't hit, right?
No.
Okay. Well, then I just look sad.
That first one you got was real good. All right, so now that we've reduced our swarm, all right.
Oh no!
They suddenly- no, it's fine. It's fine. You're this one's a good laugh. A pitch of the ship slides the bulk of the remaining classroom of quippers towards Klesh, as Klesh braces with their newfound resilience. The ship pitches again, stops them, and then pitches the other way, and they all slide off the deck.
Really?
They nat 1 on their attack. I'm like, nah, it's fine. We're good.
Yay!
You all notice that the cavern has gotten much smaller, barely wide enough to accommodate the ship.
Oh, we're being eaten more.
Working way through.
And
I don't want to be pooped.
you notice that
This is not the brain bead.
the other team, they've sustained some scrapes and some bumps, but they're doing like, you know where sometimes you get into those like shoulder massage circles?
Yeah.
Well, instead they're all just sort of like patting each other on the back, and you guess they all got a heal spell or something, because they all seem to like, crick it out and sort of flex in again, and a couple of the wounds clear up, and they're like, and then they go team.
How far away is the ship from like the wall? Like
within reach. Like if you lean out far enough off the side, you can probably get to it.
I want to cast Eldritch Blast at the wall.
Hell yeah! Roll to hit.
Aim for the uvula.
Just roll 20.
Yeah.
And
You have to,
Aim for that dangling thing at the back of its throat.
yeah. Light it on fire so
Like
that
little barf us out.
and then
Barfed out or
Oh,
others
we're
farted
past,
out?
we're past the dangly thing.
I mean, you can try and shoot behind you.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna aim for. I'm just. I got a 16.
You managed to hit the wall. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So roll damage.
1d10, right?
Is it a wall or is
1d10
it
plus
a
4.
rope?
So 1d10 then add 4.
I don't know.
True.
9.
All right. You see a gnarly brown, pink, red scorch.
Yeah.
Just splash across the side of the wall there, and you all hear a.
Oh, that's right. That's what's happening right now.
as the place sort of rocks, and
I
you hear
suggest you go the other way, sir.
and you hear a. That's the spirit. Yes, we must increase the speed so we can exit before we resize.
Wait, we're gonna resize?
I don't think this is indefinitely.
Oh, that's right.
You see Captain Benny. You see Captain Benny on the deck with Wydelia's head cradled in his lap,
Okay.
and he's like, "It definitely, she's not concentrating on it." So
Can we like? Is there any way to maneuver the boat to like go back towards the front?
and he's like, "Yeah, no."
Okay. No.
He points, and you look back at the uvula, which is way, way up high.
Yeah.
Down this chute that you're progressing down.
Yeah.
And he goes, I think if the boys were fresh downstairs, they'd be up for it. But right now, I think we have to follow the natural course.
I don't want to do that.
I don't know.
I don't think that's the way to go.
No,
I don't-
can't make it like projectile us the other way.
So, do you know about dragon turtles?
No,
They have a breath weapon.
we're in the breath.
Exactly. I don't want to go that way anymore.
Oh.
Hey, listen to the captain. He knows the boat. Right.
So should I just keep blasting the wall?
Yes, agitate it so that it inspires it to eject us.
Okay. How many times a day can I do this?
Sly and Bonk are sort of giggling, but next to the captain because they're trying to administer to Wadelia. It's a cantrip. You can cast it
Yeah,
all.
you can do it as many
Eldritch
times as you
Blast.
want.
Yeah, do you want
Eldritch
to
Blast all day long.
also like
Unless
Stab
anyone
it.
wants to do something, we'll do it again.
Yeah,
I can
so
stab.
I can shoot it.
You can stab the walls.
so anyone who wishes to contribute,
Yeah, I'll shoot it.
make 4 attack rolls, and as long as you don't roll 1, you hit the wall.
Okay.
Or
I do have a longbow.
Yeah.
okay, I didn't get a 1 on any of those.
2, 9,
I-
12, and 20.
Yeah, I got 7. Let's see.
Ooh, I got a natural 20 on one of those.
I have no ranged weapons, and so
Yeah,
I will just
these are all
pick
like,
random
19
garbage
and
up
above.
off of the floor and throw it at the wall.
Oh, wait, can I not actually poke it with a sword? Never mind. Ignore my rules.
If you're melee, you can lean out off the side of the ship and
You said it was when touching distance, so
Yeah.
that's why it's if you roll a 1.
Oh. Then pay attention to my rules.
So then do we just roll damage for 4 different attacks?
Yeah, and I will go around and get your damage in just a moment.
Do I get any bonuses for that 20?
Because that's a
Everything.
yes, you roll double damage. Double the dice, not the bonus.
I've never gotten to roll damage on a 2 before.
You are in its soft inner, so it doesn't have much AC to speak of.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, man.
All right, so who has their damage ready?
I do.
All right, Hazel, what do you got?
The total is 36 points of damage.
All right, Klesh, what do you got?
35 points of damage.
Did I see Polly?
I did
Yeah,
roll a 1 though, so I only had 3 attacks.
I got 53.
Rayldur?
I threw a plank for 6.
Nice. And Karvis?
You said roll it 4 times, right?
Yeah.
52?
Sure. All right. As you travel through this horrific love boat tunnel, the walls are scarred and pockmarked from your attempts to break out. And yes, it definitely feels like things are getting faster as more and more water rushes in from the top of the tunnel, and you find yourself in a much larger cavern suddenly. It is warm and muggy and oppressive in this cavern, and the water boils and burbles as it is no longer water.
No,
It is something else.
No. Are you sure this is a good idea? Are you sure this is a good idea?
So the secondary crew, or rather the other team, it has set up around Wadelia and the other gnome, and they appear to be stirring. The captain is back at the horn and going full speed. We're going to lose the hull. And you guys feel the lurch as the paddles make contact with the fluid that you're floating through as it propels you towards the other end of this cavern. And you notice that on the ceiling there's these weird like stalactites of pink and wet. And then a small swarm of them break off and start buzzing towards the ship. Roll initiative.
Oh boy, I hate this.
Yes. I ever do to you?
Dragon turtle bats. Wow. Holy sh!
What kind of crazy biome?
Holy shnikes.
18, 20,
Terrible.
22 of them.
All right. Klesh is a 2.
21.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
I don't have enough fingers for 21.
Hazel is a 6.
Is a 6. Hazel
Ooh,
is a 6.
making progress. Look at that.
Going up in the world.
Rayldur,
Baby.
a 2.
Really?
Rayldur, that's a 2.
That's a 2.
Thick. Love it. Love it. Yes. Polly?
22.
Dude, you need to stop that. That's weird. All right.
Rolling the same thing twice?
Yeah.
Freaking amount.
Carvis?
Dice likes initiative, I guess.
16.
Not happy about this.
Right. No, that's great.
No.
At least you're not the first up.
Let me check
Oh,
the
that's
critters
true.
here. Let me just double check what we're experiencing together. What we're going.
Being.
I don't like that.
Right.
I don't like being in anything's poop shoot.
14.
No.
I did not ask to be here.
No.
I am not
No.
to be here. But at
So-
least we're together.
So confused.
God, I guess at least there's that.
Are you confused about why we're in the poop shoot?
Okay.
Well, I don't think the gods like us very much.
We were put in the poop chute. Should have gone the other way. The other way.
Okay. If anyone wishes, you can make a knowledge. You can make a nature check to see if you know what these things are.
9.
Oh, no. Not one. I certainly don't know.
Baby.
Hazel, they're kind of cute, actually. Maybe they're friendly.
Help us.
Oh boy.
18.
18, 8. Rayldur? Okay.
Nothing.
So yeah, anything below a 10, you're like, I think it wants to make us food with the 18. These are sturges.
What's a sturgis?
It's like a
sturgeon or sturgis?
Sturges.
Sturgis.
It's like a bat-sized mosquito, like a big one.
Why are they just hanging out in its intestines?
It must be part of its ecosystem.
That's
Because
terrible.
Sturgy?
Sturgess.
Yeah.
Like Burgess, but Sturgess.
Yes, they are like pink, like the cavern that you are in, and yeah, kind of gnarly, and they have long proboscis coming off their snoot.
Karvis just points and goes, Sturgis!
And you know that
Sturgis!
you do not want them to latch onto you
Stay away from them!
because then they drink your blood.
They drink blood!
I hate everything about this.
Why is this inside something?
I don't know.
Let me get this straight. These are called Sturgis. They drink your blood. Do you also get infected? Is this like a super spreader thing?
With an 18? Nah, it's fine.
I don't like the sound of that.
Do they have Harley Davidsons?
All right. I'm sorry I didn't get the reference.
How many of them are there?
There's a good swarm of them
Like a swarm of
attacking
10,
the ship.
a swarm of 5,
But
a
you
swarm
would
of...
say that there are about 6 in your area.
Thank you.
So,
Wow.
Polly,
Yeah.
you gonna cast gun?
Yeah. I'm a one-trick pony. It's all I can do.
Well, it might be a good trick in here. Bang bang.
Okay. Bang, bang.
You have one spell, babe.
I know, right?
That is so gross.
Aren't they kind of cute?
I know, they are not
You
kind
got
of
the little
cute.
ruffle at the neck.
No,
I just want to pet him.
I do not.
No, okay.
Also, that proboscis is too much for me.
Oh yeah, it gonna get in there.
Does a 12 hit them?
No.
Okay, this
Definitely
dice is going in timeout.
dodge out of the way.
Well, I don't cast gun then.
Bonus action?
God, I don't really have anything good. Can you use a bonus? No, the only bonus action I have is if I've taken damage, I can regain HP.
All right. Klesh.
Are they close enough for a melee hit?
Yes, they are coming into range.
Okay, still holding my rapier then. Let's go.
Skewer it before it skewer you.
22?
That hits. Roll damage.
Magic.
What dull duck noise is happening?
9 damage.
9 damage. You basically like dodge and time it up, and you skewer, and it sort of like gushers blood out onto the deck, and sort of goes limp at the edge of the rapier, and sort of drops your sword, and you just sort of like flick it off, and yeah. Apparently they don't take much. Karvis, you're up.
Gross.
I'm gonna aim at one and cast Chill Touch.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, roll d20.
Roll a d20. Is this to see if I hit it?
Yep.
Okay. 20. Natural 20.
Hell yeah. Roll 2d8. That's that guy.
Thank you.
Roll that.
Roll that twice. Thanks. 2. Is that a 1?
Yes.
Ew.
So your ghostly hand comes crawling out of the deck like a bad WoW effect, right? And you hear that, all of you hear that again.
Oh no.
And it reaches up and like grabs one of the sturges, and it swoops a little too low to the deck, and it just wilts and goes and falls to the deck. And the hand keeps grasping, but the body is on the deck now, and it doesn't quite know where it's got a thing going on, a thing,
A thing?
you know, thing.
Yeah.
Only if thing was really stupid, like couldn't see, like it's kind of sad.
No. So is it dead?
That one is, yeah.
Okay, cool. I killed one.
All right.
Hey.
Good job.
So maybe
Good
instead
job.
of this,
This is so gross. This is so gross. Don't like it. It's so gross.
I love it. All right. So Hazel
Yes.
does a 19 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right. So one of yours manages to get up on you, and you realize that the ends of their appendages, there's little hook claws that manage to get into your armor and your chain, and you feel that horrendous proboscis pierce your flesh, and you feel a strange pinch sensation
Ooh.
as it begins to enjoy you.
Ooh.
but you still have 13 hit points of magic from me.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is 3 damage.
All right.
Oh, sorry, 6 damage.
All right.
Right. Okay. Cool. And then, woo, Polly. They did not like you shooting at them.
I didn't even hit them.
I said what I said. And, let's see here. Does a 19 hit Polly?
Does a 19 hit Polly?
Okay, 6
Does
damage.
a 19 hit?
Yes, a
And
19 hits
What is
Polly.
your armor class? Oh, 16.
19 would hit Klesh.
6 damage as one of them scrambles up your leg and pierces into your hip.
Oh, that's just untoward.
Yeah, it's very uncouth. It does not have good manners. you see Bane wrestling with one of these things.
Get it, Bane! Get it, Bane! Bane, you got it! Go!
Bane is having a time with it. You see that it manages to get itself into Bane, but as soon as it does, he gets himself onto it, and it just sort of like gushers, and he like worries it, and he's got a little bit of blood coming out of one of his flanks.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
So that's 4 down?
Yes. Cool.
Where to go?
Hazel, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my sword and try to freaking get this guy.
Yeah.
This guy that's on me.
Because
Does
you're to stab yourself.
try not to stab myself. 14 plus 6 does a 20 hit.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage.
All right.
Can you flip them?
So that is 1 plus 5, so 6 points of damage.
So you might even realize that you don't even really need to stab, and you just sort of like yourself with the pommel, and it sort of splats like a bug on a windshield, and you're like, "Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, that was a bad idea."
Well, it's on your armor.
Unpleasant.
And it's Probisky is still like sticking in there.
Ew.
Rayldur, you're up.
Gross.
This is gross.
This is gross.
I don't know. I guess I'll try to skewer the nearest one with a rapier,
Alright.
which is 18 to hit for 6 damage.
That does hit, and that does explode the 6th. Or no, that does explode one last. The 5th, thank you, yes, because there's still the one on Polly, right.
Yeah, there is.
That'll be it for me.
All right. And then, Polly, you have a friend.
Well,
Just
my
throw
gun's
yourself in the
ranged, so I guess I'm just gonna try and like hit it with the butt of my rifle.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that would be classified as. Would that be an improvised weapon, or would that be an unarmed strike? Or
Well, I'm not going to give you double disadvantage to not hit yourself with the improvised. We'll just say normal disadvantage, because I think you're proficient with it, but you're also trying not to maim yourself.
so I just roll a normal attack roll for it? Because I only have stats for unarmed strike and shooty shoot.
Well, this I would treat as a two-handed club. Because
So
it's
what would I
your,
roll for that?
it's your blunderbuss, right?
It's my rifle.
Yeah. Roll with disadvantage.
But what do I add to it? That's my question.
Probably your strength mod.
Okay, so it would be like if I was doing an unarmed strike then, so it just adds strength to it. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. That's a 5.
Yeah, you swing at it and it doesn't manage to connect, and you're sad because you're pretty sure the butt of your rifle would have just made quick work of it. Klesh, Polly is still engaged with one of these.
I'm gonna go for the one on Polly.
My dice suck today.
17 to hit.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
17 to hit.
Hell yeah, roll damage.
Eight. To
Nice.
just. I'm sorry, Polly.
Flat.
Oh, my pretty little dress.
I know your pretty little dress. Your
Yeah.
sailor dress.
Polly just starts openly crying.
You all notice that the walls have creeped in once more, much too close to the ship. As you take this in, you realize that the shipboards creak and groan as the channel you're in becomes a bit too small for it, barely accommodating its girth.
Can I aim towards like where we're going to try and make a bigger hole?
Sure. Although to be very honest,
Yeah.
with the amount of firepower you've been putting out,
Yeah.
you don't think you have enough to
bust open.
the channel.
What would it would just damage the channel.
Yeah.
But what if she's inspired?
What do you got on there?
I was gonna do another Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah. What you got there, max level?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was literally just gonna do another, and I hope like it makes the opening slightly bigger for us to pass through.
Sure.
Okay.
You fire off into the ether,
You make me,
into the nether rather.
or no, because we're so
Yeah,
close.
go ahead, roll.
Okay.
Make
Just make sure I don't botch.
Yeah, so we don't hit the ship or anyone else.
11.
All right, sick. Yeah, you Luke Skywalker that sucker out into the darkness, and
1d10.
you see it flash against the side of the.
Do you want me to see how much?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, that's 5.
That's so sad.
You also all notice that because of this, there seems to be an additional propulsion from your movement through the channel, and the ship is picking up speed. It's like the original Willy Wonka. It's not good. And going and going and never slowing. Make dexterity saving throws to hold on to something. The ride becomes bumpy, and well, frankly, there have been liquids previously, and now there are solids along with the liquids.
Oh,
So I see an
Brian
8
Turtle poop.
21.
Oh,
and a 10,
15.
19. Woo.
and then Polly was 21.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
16.
Okay, great. So you all see Klesh starting to scramble across the deck as they start sliding towards the railing.
Not used to all this body.
Yeah, no, you have a much higher center of gravity now. It is not helpful. Does anyone want to help Klesh, maybe?
Yeah, can I try to like scruff Klesh?
Rough them?
Make
Yeah.
an attack roll.
What is it? A
Attack.
scruff roll? Attack?
Yeah. Just,
Hopefully you don't catch me by my brain.
strength or dex plus proficiency.
All right.
Klesh, do you wish
We'll
to
do
resist?
strength.
I'm not gonna resist.
Oh, 19 plus my strength modifier is 6. So,
Yeah.
oh no, for saving throws, just regular modifier is 3. So 22.
Beautiful Hazel. Handsome Hazel. Strunk Hazel. Gathers all of that Klesh up like a what do I want here? What do I
Bag
want?
of laundry.
Like a packet?
Bag of laundry.
No.
Like an overgrown toad.
Like a bundle?
A bundle.
Like a big angry baby.
like someone in winter clothing trying to wrestle too many sticks of tinder. Just around it, cradling. This is important.
You're
And
saying a
manage-
person that has firewood.
I got you, little buddy.
Not
Got you.
so little anymore, buddy. Thin buddy.
It's like holding a greyhound.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now, I want all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh. Saving throws.
Well, you might pass out or throw up.
I got 12 plus 5, so 17.
19.
23 for Klesh.
Okay. So I see a 2 and a 3.
Oh no. Oh no!
Rayldur
Oh no.
and Karvis,
Yes.
You lose your cookies.
you take 3 damage and are now sickened by the violent heaving that you undergo, which is funny for Karvis, frankly, because of the aroma that pervades this entire cavern, and the bumpy ride doesn't help at all.
Gross.
But
But
Mm-hmm.
you feel the momentum of the ship as you rock and roll and bounce, and the ship just creaks with intense protestation as you see the ceiling almost touch your heads. And
I never wanted to go out like this.
it does, in fact, constrict so much that it may touch you. So make either
No.
a dexterity saving throw or a strength check to resist the squeeze.
God.
Strength check or strength saving throw?
Strength check or dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Oh, Polly. Oh no, I see that face.
20s. What was that, Hazel?
9.
9.
Wait, no. 8 plus
Polly.
3.
7.
11.
Not 9. That's 11.
Klesh, what did you get?
22. Can I share a bit with Hazel since Hazel is holding me?
You know
Can I
what?
hold Hazel back?
You know what, Hazel? You're gonna punch your way out of this hole. But Klesh goes, no, down, Hazel, down. So I'm gonna let you make a dex check instead.
Okay. So roll again. Okay.
Yes.
12 plus 1, so 13.
You go better, and you both just sort of like hug on the floor, hoping that the tiny mast that has been crushed will protect you. Those of you who got less than 12 take 2 points of damage as a section of the ceiling rolls across your body, smashing your head.
I gave you 13 extra points. I hope
You
it-
did. Thankfully, I'm doing good now with those 13 extra points.
They're doing great.
No, that's all gone.
You are all blinded
Ugh.
as bright sky comes into view and a huge mass moves away from the ship.
What's my turn?
You don't know. You are too horrified by what sprinkles the deck.
Oh.
No.
I'll go.
Hey, we're alive, though.
I don't like it here.
Is this the
I like it
exploding
real.
whale
I didn't
situation?
sign up for this. This is not what I came for.
Did we just get...
The captain goes, no, we don't talk about it. It happened. We don't talk about it. It's fine. We're all fine. Right? He looks over at the other team and all of them are like bewildered. They all have the 1,000-yard stare, the same as the rest of you. And they're like,
The sea is a bad place.
Holly's just gonna sit down and cry uncontrollably.
Karvis looks for like a rope.
there's plenty around, yeah.
She takes a rope and ties one end around her waist and another end around the base of the mast. And she's like, I'll be right back. And then just jumps in the ocean.
Karvis is not worth it.
Benny goes, no. She's got the right idea. I'll go next.
After a couple of minutes, she starts like pulling herself back up. Okay, that's better. Okay.
You see
Okay.
what you guess is the captain from what was a very nice hat.
Yeah.
It's not anymore. And he goes, Mind if I have a go?
No, here you go. She takes off the rope, hands it to him.
Much obliged. You earned this. And he hands you a brown bead.
Oh.
And he sort of goes, and just sort of falls off the boat.
I look at everyone and I was like, I got another bead.
I reach over from my prone position on the deck and kind of just like pat Polly's leg. I'm guessing in comfort.
She just sobs uncontrollably.
I
And
don't
he sort of
know.
like drips along the deck.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, we've all earned the bead today. And he goes around and he hands each of you one brown bead.
It's on purpose.
You look over
This is the test.
and he hands the brown bead to each of the other team as well, suggesting that they had never earned it.
Oh.
And you look over, you see Bane
Mm-hmm.
is up against like the near where the stern castle is,
Mm-hmm.
and he has one foot, one glorious bean paw up in the air, and he is cleaning himself.
Oh, buddy. Would you want some help with that, bud? Yeah.
And he goes back into it. He's on a mission for whatever this is he's doing.
Okay. I'll leave you to it.
The flower garland is strangely untouched.
Like it's still pristine.
Pristine. Glamorous.
Huh.
Yeah.
Solid.
So,
Okay.
do any of you put the last bead on the leather string?
I do.
Sure. As soon as I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Pat.
So, as soon as each of you puts that brown bead onto the string and tie off the end of the string so that you have a nice little rainbow, so to speak, of beads.
There's no brown rainbow.
I'm going to send some of you
Or black.
a private message in Slack here real quick. There's the leather disc has a emblem very much like this. Not this exact one, but one very much like it. I'm appropriating an image from somewhere until I get the actual design done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This-
very nice.
This is what the Atarik crest looks like, more or less. It's probably going to be swapped over and have some different line work to it.
Babe, I'm not a front chill. I don't have access to the Slack.
Have
Oh, I
the
see it.
person
I
who's
say
also in
just
your
lean
house-
over and look at it on my monitor. It's fine.
So that's what's on the disc. And as soon as you tie off the knot at the end of that little string,
Mm-hmm.
you suddenly realize that this item is imbued with a certain amount of magical property.
Poop.
Well, there definitely is a.
Stirred her face.
It's definitely been seasoned. It's definitely been seasoned. There's a permanent
Aroma.
gloss.
Gloss.
This is the only character I don't have prestidigitation with.
Oh, you can try to clean it. We'll see what happens. All right. So this leather disc with above crest and leather strand hanging from it, holding the beads. Let's see. We had black, red, blue, and now brown. When a bead is grasped as a move action, any one other creature within 400 feet with the same disc bead combination gains either one extra level 1 spell slot, as you say, we collaborate. That's if you grasp the blue bead. If you grasp the red bead and say, we execute.
You're gonna send this to us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Oh,
gain
thank God.
attack, one extra attack. If you grasp the black bead and say, we endure, you gain an extra hit die of temporary hit points. Or if you hold the brown bead and say, we adapt, you get advantage on one roll, and the effect lasts for 1 minute until used.
What is the name of this item called? Like, what are you calling it?
Beads.
The talisman of teamwork.
These are your team. This is your team build. These are your team building beads.
Team building.
Team building beads.
Come up with a more wonderful name for them. Feel free.
That's what we're calling now.
Team building beads.
Building.
Building.
Okay.
Rayldur, how tall are you?
Not that tall.
Am
You're
I taller
now.
than you now?
You are now, yeah.
Oh,
I think you
was
might be
gonna
taller.
I'm close.
It doesn't matter. Both our outfits are ruined. It doesn't matter. They don't
I'm
match
just-
anymore.
I'm 6'2".
Wow.
Okay, I'm
not by
3 inches
much, but-
taller now.
Yeah, you did.
Anything, even if they're high waters, just get me out of this.
Yeah, I'll okay. Yeah. All right. I'll go to my chambers below deck, I guess, or no, not even chambers because we're all sleeping in like little cot things. And I'll try to find something loose fitting on me
Wow, I didn't think I'd be taller than Rayldur.
and bring over like just a gross shirt, like sleeping shirt,
Yeah.
and
So
some slacks, I guess.
you all feel one last lurch as you realize that the ship and yourselves have grown to the proper size once more. However, you all also stumble as you realize that the boat is no longer afloat, and a loud crashing noise welcomes you as you see that the sea calms off to the east, but to the west is land.
Did we crash into the land?
And you are stuck on the rocks next to a small beach.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Land.
Benny is cussing up a storm.
Benny
Benny the captain.
is the captain.
Well, this is probably bad for the ship, but shallow water could be good. We can try that rope thing and get clean ourselves while I figure out the situation. Or I guess we could help with the situation. We could also get clean.
Holly's just gonna step off the side of the ship into the water. Just a straight walk off. Just straight walk off.
So Tenor, the one who granted you the blue bead, sees the clothing situation, and he goes, "If you'd like, I might be able to do some modifications on the clothing so that they fit a little better. If you'd like."
To Klesh.
To Klesh and Rayldur, since Raildur's got some extra clothes.
I just give them to Klesh and tell them that
I mean,
whatever they want.
All of my clothes are for my past body. So this is all I have.
He goes, "I think I can make do with maybe what your previous wardrobe was. We can see what we can salvage."
Okay. That would be helpful.
Like puts 8 shirts together.
Sure, Klesh.
One large shirt.
We'll make it work.
Thank you. I did not plan this.
I hand over my bedroll and I go, "Can you do something with this?"
And he goes, "Yes.
Okay, here.
All contributions are welcome and
I don't know what it's gonna look like, but hey, it's stuff. Let me remove that from my inventory.
So you've made landfall, and
Go bathe in the showers.
Yes.
yeah, everyone on the ship sort of goes out into the tide pools, and there's much vigorous scrubbing and sweeping and drenching of what's left of anywhere on the ship that can be reached of what's left of it. There is a small effort to set up a base camp on shore, as the ship may or may not be stable where it is. And Bonk and Benny come sidling up to you as the crew, as a team, and they're like, so we're going to set up camp here. The reserve crew will stay as guard, and we were wondering if you, who are somewhat familiar with this area, I think, because go ahead and make me survival checks for those.
10.
20.
11.
16.
That's what I wanted.
18 for 22.
Why do always outclass me?
So, Karvis,
Yes.
you're 22.
Mhm.
You're like, I can eat that, and I can eat that, and we can eat that, and we can eat that. So that's your contribution.
Karvis looks around, she's like, oh man, there's so much food.
Coconuts, guavas. It is no, sorry. What's in a tundra? What might you find?
In a tundra?
It's not a tundra. It's north. It's not tropical. I wanted it to be tropical, but it wasn't.
Is it a fjord?
Yeah, it's a bit of a fjord because Klesh, you realize you were in the far Northlands.
Yep.
Mushrooms,
Freck does.
Yeah.
berries.
Oh, yeah, you would
Berries.
spy those suckers quick. You're like, those will make you poop bad. Those won't make you poop at all. Those.
Those will make you grow funny hairs out of your ears?
Yep. Those will grow out of you. Don't eat those. So yeah, but Klesh, you recognize this stretch as far north of Frekta's domain.
Okay, well, we're still somewhat close to home.
So the task is to head south to find some sort of civilization and get word back to send a ship to rescue the rest of the crew.
What?
We want to get we need this crew rescued.
Can Klesh dig through their maps to see if they have anything of this area already mapped out? Since I'm
yes.
familiar with the place.
But I'm going to say no.
Okay.
You recognize from a bunch of the geographical cues that this is definitely where you are roughly,
Mhm.
but you have never traveled this far north.
Okay. I'm a little out of my forest here, guys.
I
But on
mean,
the bright side, I get to draw a new map. And he immediately pulls out paper.
Is it bright side?
Very true. New map. And we're clean now.
So happy to be back on land. Even if my legs are like this.
Cliff looks like a newborn foal.
Well, now you can, pick fruit off really tall trees. And you can
Kick really high.
and get things off top shelves
and hit your head in doorways.
and hit your head in doorways. I know I do that a lot.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
hunting.
have to really bend down to touch the grass now.
Yeah, anytime you have to go below deck to get the couple times you have to go down to get your stuff, it was just you were the boiler man and Spirited Away. It was just bad.
Klesh, what are we
Yes.
supposed to be doing? Right? We're on this boat. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're on the boat. We're
Yes.
reserve Marines. We're
Correct.
supposed to be on the boat.
Yes.
Wait.
As reserve Marines, we're supposed to help the crew finish their task.
And that was it, right? Like, we're just doing what the captain needs? Okay.
Correct.
All right. Great. Well, let's go find mushrooms or whatever.
We need to find civilization.
Uh,
Is this can we see the entirety of the island? Or is it a large
It's not an
island?
island. It is the coastline. So
Okay. All right.
you or if it is an island, it's a big old island.
Okay.
You're pretty
Aren't
sure
all
it's
land masses big old islands?
Are there any raccoons
Well, only the big ones are big
who
islands.
might help us set up our new island life?
Maybe not here, but maybe farther south.
It's worth a shot.
Can we, I guess, see any smoke from like any of the tree lines or anything? Like that's a surefire sign of civilization usually.
Make another round of survival checks.
Let's see. Fire?
But we want to get up high.
7.
Oh, natural 20. Also, I can get up high. I have wings.
14.
Yeah.
But yeah, natural 20.
So who else got a 20 or better?
21.
7.
Okay. So Klesh, you're like, okay. There seems to be a barren land just to the south of here. And beyond that, like, it looks like the trees start up again. So, like, there's probably water, so there's likely civilization. And Polly just flaps up, all angelic and obnoxious.
Ooh, pretty.
I look real pretty when I do it.
And,
That's what Karvis is like. Ooh, pretty.
Whoa.
and
That's cool.
as you shield your eyes from the sun, even though there's no sun, it's just gray. It's just all gray. You see, as Klesh sort of does the lookout thing, you see a small wisp of smoke coming from the far side of this like barren area that seems to be just to the south of you, where it starts up again, many miles away.
I point and I go, there's smoke that way.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, great spotting you. You good eyes.
Thank you.
Clash holds up their drawing that they've done of the clearing and says, "Can you point where?"
With
I'm
that
gonna
nat 20, yeah.
come down and fold my wings in and point to about where I saw on the map.
They make a little circle, go, "Okay,
Right at the edge of the circle.
great." Well, I hope they have new pencils because mine are too small for my new hands. So,
Golf pencils.
yeah.
Oh, I think I have a few quills, for working on poems and things like that. I think you can have one if you'd like.
Oh, thank you.
Poems are great.
Thank you. That was really nice.
Read
Thanks.
it.
Everything's so small now.
Yes.
Do you have these issues, Rayldur? Does
No,
nothing fit you?
I kind of grew over time, I guess, like a traditional method of growth. That was very strange for me. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, if you bore into him, you can tell how old he is by the rings. It's
Oh,
You can reach things on high up shelves now.
Were you expecting that to happen? Is
Like
that
peanut butter.
like what
I mean-
happens?
It happens to all of us. We just don't know when it will happen. It just does. Which is part of what I mentioned I was afraid of.
nice.
Are you afraid of it still?
I
Well,
told you, puberty.
anymore.
What is that?
Puberty.
No, not. Yes.
Puberty is a hard time for us all.
There's a lot of Verdan's life that is a complete mystery, and this is one mystery solved.
That's good. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
I hope.
Congrats on growing
It is in the wind.
Man.
You did it.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. I'm
Yay.
sorry you all had to see
job.
that.
But that's what
It was not the most
your
disturbing
fear.
thing I've seen today.
Rayldur
Compared
tries
to all that,
slow
that was
down.
nothing.
Yeah, we were pooped out.
Yeah, your thing was nowhere near as bad as that.
Hazel, Benny pops out from behind a bush. He said, "We're not talking about it.
How long was he there?
I heard you say the thing."
It
Always
happened.
watching, Hazel.
Where were you Why are you hiding there? Why?
Mind your business, I'll mind mine.
Okay.
And he goes tromping off.
Okay.
Klesh's new figure is even more confusing than the first one. You're still not sure what they present as, but it's okay.
That's okay.
You're doing your best.
They're doing their best.
They have a pretty great six-pack.
That's why it was inspired earlier.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, the definition. A lighter green under the darker green.
So nice.
Like airbrush. It's so good.
So we need to head in that direction. I point to where. Okay.
I think I'm gonna wait for what's his name to come back with some clothes, though.
Actually, yeah. So you guys spend you guys are safe to spend like a day or two with the camp if you like. Sort of just regaining your strength, healing up to full, that sort of thing.
I mean, I'd like to heal up to full.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, nothing. There's enough people to keep watch.
So I'm assuming the temp is gone now, right? The temp
Yeah.
is gone.
Oh yeah. How long
Yes.
does that usually last, Klesh?
10 minutes. Right?
Okay.
Or
I
maybe
would've
not.
Just the fight.
Okay.
So do we have to heal, or will being here heal us?
No, you'll come back up to full health now.
Okay.
So you're good there. You're no longer sick into Tetra. And yeah, on the second day, both Sly and Tenor come over to your side of the camp with some bundles, and they go, for Klesh, who's a full Verdan now. We think maybe, however that works, we added in some touches as a gift.
Thank you so much.
And you unfurl. You have a small wardrobe now. That does not look horrendous.
Oh,
Some of the outfits have been taken apart and restitched into like a pair of pants with a shirt from a different that was an outfit itself that sort of matches, and you see that part of the bedroll, some sail, some random rope bits, sort of give it a little bit of a nautical theme, but it works. And yeah, you now have a few common clothes of a bit odd hue, but they work, and they're actually very well put together.
yay. Klesh is not nearly as intimidated by Sly anymore, now that they're more of an equal height.
Oh yeah, no, you can look down at the top of his horns. He is not a tall gentleman.
But he is a gentleman.
And
So
he's
far.
hot.
So far.
Yeah, he hasn't made any obvious advances on anyone unless they've angled it at him for the last couple days.
Nah.
He's definitely gotten more talkative on this second day, though.
So happy to be clothed.
Relaxed. North Beach vibes.
So on the third day, you venture off south.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? We're looking for who else is here?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Grab your gear. Let's head out.
Into the unknown.
Babe.
Can't sing too much of it because
Copyright.
Thank God.
Rude.
So y'all trek off into the woodland of this tundra-ish land. It's chilly. It's pretty chilly, especially because you're on the coast. But you guys are good. Elect someone to make a survival check to lead the way.
Flash?
Klesh,
It's probably a good
roll with
idea.
advantage because you're getting the assistance of the rest of these individuals.
A dirty 20.
That's how I like my 20s. All right. You guys wend and weave through the brush and mush of the snow and mud as you make your
Probably
way.
not as quick as normal, because Klesh does stop to take notes of plants and things, and yeah.
And with Karvis's earlier roll, you between the two of you, you guys are actually fairly able to catalog quite a few of them. You guys, it doesn't take very long to get to the edge of the circle. It seems to be just a mile or two diameter of barren rock and soil till the trees start up again. As you cross over into the wastes, you all get a weird ear pop sensation. Like something changed as you crossed into this space.
Anyone feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
I don't like it.
I
What is
know.
that?
Can I throw out a perception?
Sure.
Ooh, nat 20.
Woo! Nice.
What is it?
There is no danger currently. You're fine. You don't see anything at all that could be a problem.
Great.
Mm.
I like how you said it, though.
Well, something else happened that isn't necessarily dangerous to you, so it's good.
Okay.
As you
Okay, well, do I see the smoke?
although with the nat 20, I'm going to give you this as well. This entire area feels like at some point long ago, all of this earth and rock and rubble was churned up, and that's why it's a barren area.
Huh.
I don't get it.
Okay.
But you do see the littlest wisp out on the other side of the circle, just inside the tree line.
Okay.
So at this rate, you guys will have to
That way, guys.
You guys will have to stop within the waste before and make camp for the night, unless you wish to push through the night to get out of the circle.
But won't we take a point of exhaustion if we do that?
Yes.
Probably best to camp then.
Yeah.
But make sure we take watch because the popping was a bit strange.
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
sure we're not eaten by any island critters or something. I've been eaten enough for one sea voyage.
Go ahead and make me another perception check or another survival check. Whoever likes.
10.
10 for
That is a 10 for Hazel 2. That's an 11 minus 1.
Do we seriously all get 10s?
Nope. I got a 12.
Hey.
good job.
I got a 17.
Oh, nice.
So most of you are like, we can just camp here, sure. And Karvis is like, how about there in that gully of stones where it's protected from the wind?
There, guys.
And you all are like, that's better. That's better. Let's do that. That's better.
That is definitely better.
Better.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
So you all
Thank you.
set up camp in this sort of it's a bit of a trench, but it's still nice and dry. And because of the wall of the trench plus some of the stones, it does help block the wind a bit. You're able to get a little fire going, and you get your camp set up, and you guys set your watches.
Okay.
So who's doing watch, or who's got what watch?
Rayldur do first, but then he wants to sleep.
I will take last watch because I don't have any magics. So
How many watches do we need?
I will go in the middle.
That's a good
Probably.
question.
you'll be in a green sandwich.
Yeah.
I'll take
Oh
watch
my.
with Hazel.
Okay.
Oh, look, you're going to keep me company.
Are you
Thank
actually gonna watch things?
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
watch with Lisa. Or not Lisa. Oh my gosh, wow. Tired.
Klesh.
With Klesh.
It's okay.
All right.
Where the fuck that bitch is?
Okay. So whoever's on first watch, roll me that perception check.
What watch were over last watch?
It's probably Rayldur, yeah.
Yeah, it's Rayldur.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just 12.
12. You see a bird. And then it goes. It's good.
Oh.
Yeah. Second watch. Roll
Bye.
perception. Polly.
For me,
14.
minus 1.
Okay. Polly, you're actually taking watch. You're not just admiring the scenery.
I can multitask.
All right. All right. You guys also see a bird. It seems, or it's a different. It may be a different bird. Whatever. It seems to fly over the open land and sort of like circle. And it's an open space. So there doesn't seem to be any life in this area. So it goes back over into the tree line.
What are we rolling?
There's a bird.
That is a bird. That's a very. Do you know what kind of bird that is?
No.
Neither do I.
Adorable. Okay, third watch.
What do we
Roll perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Oh man. I got a 6. No, wait. I got a 4.
Yeah.
So I need to go bless this dice.
There's-
It's
How
being
did I get the best perception? I'm a dummy.
What was that, Klesh? What was yours? Yeah, there's really no life around in this space. It's comforting in that nothing is around, but also a little unnerving.
It's concerning.
And then the sun crests over the trees as the day starts. And
we didn't see a bird?
Nope.
Okay.
And
No bird for you.
you guys pack up and right. Who prepares spells in the morning?
Not me.
I prepare gun.
Okay. You prepare gun with no issue.
I prepare a new poetry about a bird.
Right. So most of you are spontaneous casters, or you're all spontaneous casters. So yeah, no need to prep anything. All right, cool. So you guys trek along, and you get towards the edge of the circle, and you get to the tree line, and as soon as you cross over under one of the tree boughs, off of this circle, you feel that same pop again, and it almost feels like you can breathe clearer. Like while you were in the circle, something was like missing or drowned out. It was very weird. But now, you only now that you're normal do you realize something was off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's weird. It's real weird.
And through the trees, you can see a little hut and a little campfire and a horse sort of grazing at some weeds sort of poking up through the snow, through the little bit of snow cover.
Oh, is that where the smoke was coming from? Okay.
I miss my horse.
Miss my horse too. Good old Sebastian. I hope he's doing okay.
Oh no!
What?
I'm not going to be able to ride Hopper anymore.
Oh,
Well, you can carry him like a baby.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The wisdom of Polly.
Little baby Bjorn, you know?
Come, Hopper, into my Bjorn. I will get us there.
Everyone make perception checks.
Oh my god.
19.
21.
7.
21.
21.
Oh.
Come on.
There she goes.
Okay, so more or less, all of you notice a man in skins and long attire that sort of bundles around him, carrying like a cord of wood from the west towards the camp.
Does he look human?
Humanoid.
Humanoid?
There's a lot of bundle, and the horse sort of chews and looks up at the person and chews and sort of looks over at you, and then you see the person start and drop the cord and go, I'm sorry, I don't have anything, it's good, and he starts moving towards the circle.
Karvis puts her arms up and is like, okay. No, why are you sorry?
Are you bandits? It's
No.
Do we look like bandits?
Are you a bandit?
Maybe if you're bandits, then there's a code or something.
Bandit
Karvis starts
friends.
doing like this, like she's not sure. Like, I'm not a bandit.
No.
I have a racial trait that makes me persuasive, so people trust me when I talk to them, and I gain I gain proficiency on persuasion checks
What's the
to
trait?
be like persuasive.
Oh, it's just persuasive.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Called persuasive. People trust you.
Nice.
I have proficiency on persuasion rolls, so I can attempt to persuade them that we're nice people.
Roll that d20 to make a friend.
I mean, that's all Klesh ever wants.
It is very much.
Woohoo! 22.
You're growing good tonight.
He sort of slowly puts his hands down and he goes, cool. Yeah. Hey.
I'm
since-
Klesh.
Uh-huh.
These are our people. This is Polly, and this is
Hi.
Hazel, and this is Rayldur, and this is Karvis and Bane, and we're here with some sailors, and we're looking for some help because our ship got damaged while we were in the storm, and we're hoping that you can help us.
And he goes, oh, I don't know how much I can help, but I'm Prajik, Prajik.
Hello, Prajik.
I'm here studying the circle. Might I ask how you guys felt not having magic while you were in there?
We didn't have magic in there.
I don't normally have magic, so I felt fine.
What?
And so we'll call it there for tonight.
What?
And so with that little bit of a realization,
Oh, man.
thank you very, very much, all of you lovely people. Those of you who came in early, those of you who came in late, those of you who stayed around, those of you who left a little early. It's all good. This will be up on YouTube in the soonish future, hopefully by the end of the month. No, that's the end of the week. Within a week. And once more, I'd like to give a big old shout out. Why you got be like?
I don't know.
Okay. Once again, I'd like to give a big old shout out to Doomsayer, Nomad, Yup, and for helping keep this going and making it happen. And also, of course, y'all for coming in and watching. So that has been the Dicening Atarik's crew. Thank you very, very much for hanging out. And we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.